Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing alright, because this is your match review for Wolves versus Chelsea, where it's finished, as you can see below, it's finished 0-0. I mean, it's not good, it's really not good. This isn't what we need, and yeah, is the title race over? We'll get into that very shortly. Before I do, I want to let you know of two things. Firstly, this video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. So make sure you're downloading the OneFootball app for all of your footballing needs, just like it is for me. When I want to find out all the latest scores, all the latest news, all the statistics, all the highlights and important points to do with the football world, go on the OneFootball app. You will find it all there for you in a great and organised manner. So make sure you hit the link in the description, download the OneFootball app and enjoy. Secondly, check out my second channel, Younes Talks. I'll leave a link for you guys right here and link in the description as well, with brand new FIFA Chelsea career mode, where it's all gone wrong there as well. It's going wrong in real life and it's going wrong on FIFA. FIFA scripting is a real thing. So make sure you check out that episode where it's not looking good, and my Twitch streams where I am giving you guys loads of various other bits of content, and the videos clipped from there make it to the second channel. So make sure you guys are following me on both. Now, let's get into this match review. It's just, today it was, what is it? Is it flat? Plain? Nothing happened, really. Nothing happened. But that was the problem. Nothing happened. And except, unlike the Everton game, this one was actually quite predictable. We expected this one to be tougher. We expected this one to have a little bit more to it in terms of the opposition. Wolves were going to put up a better fight than Everton, with the kids that they were featuring, with the problems that they've had. Wolves don't have that. Wolves are a good side. Kept Liverpool to a 0-0 up until 94th minute, but Liverpool found a way to win because Liverpool know how to score goals. Man City earlier today at Newcastle, what did they do? They won 4-0. Why? Because they know how to score goals. Chelsea don't know how to score goals. We've lost that ability. It's done. It's gone. We don't know. We don't know. Now, I understand there are mitigating circumstances here. And this is why I'm not going, Tuchel's lost it, he doesn't know what he's doing, formation needs to be changed, all that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Why? Because there are circumstances. I mean, if you look at it from Thomas Tuchel's perspective today, he had the team that he put out on the pitch today, which was a little bit lackluster anyway. And then he had a bench of Bettinelli, Kepa, and 4 outfield players with Saul, Barkley, Kovacic, and Malang Sarr. That's all he had. That's all he had. We had 2 other players go out because of positive tests. I think it was Kai Havertz, even though he was ill, then tested negative, then trained. He got over his illness, trained, and then tested positive. And then he missed the game. And that goes for another player who I think tested positive as well, and I forgot who it was. But there was that got into the circumstances of this game. Chelsea tried to postpone this one today, got denied, which raises the question, why is it there are other games that get postponed? This one doesn't. If this one doesn't, why is that postponed? None of this makes sense. I think after 2 years of seeing what's been going on, none of it makes sense. It's not meant to make sense. You make of it what you will. But with today's performance, you could understand there are mitigating circumstances. Now, even though there are those circumstances, you have to look to this squad depth and look at what we have and go, these lads should still be good enough. We had a starting lineup today of Mendy, back 3 of Azpilicueta, Silva and Rudiger. That should be good enough. We had a midfield of Kante and Chalobah. Relatively, with Kante back especially, that should be decent. Yeah. Alonso and Reece James, that should be good enough. The front 3 of Ziyech, Mount and Pulisic, that should be good enough. Yeah. We're not playing Harvey Vale. We're not playing Soon Sub Bell. You know, as some would say, spoon, knife and fork. As my good friend Miz, the other side of the coin, would say. But we're not playing Soon Sub Bell. You know, we're not playing kids. We're not bringing on unknowns that haven't even had their debut yet. We're not doing this. We're playing fully fledged internationals. The squad should still be good enough. The team today should still be good enough. But what we are seeing is, especially in that first half, everything was slow. The ball gets to the final third. We don't know what to do with it. Especially that first half, by the way. Second half, it picked up and it looked a little better. But that first half was so shocking and so poor because we pass. We try to move it forward. Kante, by the way, shout out Kante. He's the only one that I can look at today and go, you know what, mate? You gave everything you could. You did everything that your role was required to do. Fair play and shout out to N'Golo Kante, who's just come back from injury, who probably wasn't even 100%. But he was very good. Very, very good. Kante's Kante. He's always forward thinking. He's always positive. He's always energetic. He's winning the ball. He's making combinations. He's getting into spaces. He's trying the 1-2s. He's doing everything. But at the same time, when he does that, the moment he passes it to someone else, they go backwards. Or they go sideways. They slow everything down. Kante's got to reset and start again. There's no flow. And every time we look at the front three, this is the problem. No matter what your midfield does, no matter what, no matter how you get the ball to the top end of the pitch, when your front three is as plain and basic as today, you can't do a thing. You can't do a thing. Pulisic, Mount and Ziyech, all three of them today. All three of them. What did they offer? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Pulisic up top, by the way, just looks absent. He's not a centre forward, and this is why, again, I'm not gonna slate Pulisic and go, "You're rubbish." Like, he's not a centre forward, but he's playing there and he's getting absolutely dominated, physically, mentally, probably emotionally. I mean, it's outrageous. All the others, every time you're looking to try and defend from the front, which is something Chelsea are normally good at, we don't do it. That first half, anyway. Second half, we did. First half, we didn't. First half, that front three, moving forward, trying to... the Wolves' defence are moving the ball. We should be trying to press. We should be trying to power that pressure. I'm seeing Pulisic jogging. I'm seeing Mount jogging. Mount, who's normally great at pressing, who normally has that energy. Ziyech, you're in the front three. You've got to be doing that as well. Didn't see it from him. But that first half, it was just that. They get the ball, they find the space in midfield, and then they just penetrate through. And then all of a sudden, our defence are under pressure. It's not good enough. Wolves went 1-0 up. And if Raul Jimenez wasn't involved in the play, that would have been 1-0. Because he did try and hit the ball. And if he didn't, if he had just stayed back, that ball would have gone across and met the same player anyway, and that would have been 1-0. We could have lost today. So there's that. We got lucky with the fact that Wolves goal was disallowed, and rightly so, by the way. But going into the game, some of the individual performances would just let us down. Second half was better, and when the changes were made, we started to see a little bit more flow, but there was still no bite. There was no bite. You could see in the second half, after Saul came on, we changed the formation pretty much to a 3-5-2. We went to 3 in midfield, which actually helped a little bit more. Saul didn't look too bad, except for the couple of moments where he looked really, really bad. But apart from that, yeah, he actually looked like he had a little bit more balance. But I find it surprising that he hasn't caught up with the speed of the game by now. First couple of games I understand. By now, in December, come on, you should. But moving the ball in that second half was a lot better. Some of the individual performances let us down, though. I mean, Marcos Alonso. I was saying, you saw all the fog at the Molineux today. It was like when I was watching, it was hard to see who was on the far end of the pitch. I was trying to make out what player is that, because the fog was in the way. I'm quite sure that wasn't fog. That was probably Marcos Alonso with some serious herbal essences, because I don't know what he was playing today. He looked all over the place. And I'm quite surprised Wolves didn't bring on Adama Traore sooner, because if they did, he probably would have had a bit more time to cause havoc, and he didn't have enough time to cause havoc, which that's on Wolves' part. But Marcos Alonso looked an absolute shambles today. Shambles. But even that, Reece James, bad game. Yes, got forward and all that, but look at the amount of times he gave the ball away today. Look at the amount of times he single-handedly just passed to Wolves. Here you go. What was that? Mason Mount, similar story. We see it, to be honest, from many players, except for the back line. The back line are the back line. The back line are there. If they're under pressure, they're under pressure. If they're not, they're passing. They're trying to get the ball forward. So I can't really blame the defenders. Defenders done nothing wrong today. Aspi, Silva, Rudiger didn't really do anything wrong. Kante, as I've said, class. Chalobah done what he could up until he got injured. Offensively looked great. Defensively got caught out a couple of times. He got changed off for Saul. Saul came on, as I've said. Then we brought Kovacic on. Welcome back, Kovacic. And that balance looked a bit better. But every time, even in that second half, when we started to string passes together and get the ball forward, there's no bite. It was get the ball to the wings, try and cross it into the box, or give it to Kante, give it to Kovacic. They try and penetrate through, and there's just no one. There's no one that's a threat. Every time, and you can see the watch along that I done. I'll leave a link right here for you guys. But every time we moved the ball forward, I just knew it wasn't a case of, oh yeah, come on, we can score, let's go. It was a case of, this is going to get stopped. This is going to get blocked. This is going to get saved, or we're going to lose the ball voluntarily and give it to Wolves on the play. One of them. And, just like that. That's exactly what happened. It's annoying. It's annoying. And the result from this is that the title race is pretty much done. There's just no way that you keep dropping points in this manner and you expect City and Liverpool to drop points like that. What top teams do is score goals. Even with depleted squads or, going to their depth. When you look at City, for example, bringing on Mahrez and starting him today. Or, Sterling when he's on the bench and they use him. Or, they have multiple various players that they can play in all those various positions in the front three. And all of them get on the score sheet. Cancelo got an assist and a goal today. He's involved. Everyone's involved. With Liverpool, that front three is iconic. But they bring on the Diogo Jota. He scores. They bring on Origi. He's always a threat. We don't have that. We lack bite. We look so toothless up top. It's crazy. But now we're dropping points. We're dropping. Now we are 6 points behind Manchester City. And if Liverpool win, they go 5 points ahead of us. And we've got to think about this. We've played Everton, Wolves, dropped points. Leeds almost did. Thankfully, we won that. Before that, the Man United game, where we should have won that, didn't. But anyway, dropped points. We drop in points. You look at the rest of this month. We got Brentford. I think we got Brighton. If I'm not mistaken. But then you look at January. We've got to play City. We've got to play Liverpool. We've got to play Spurs. If you're dropping points now in December with these teams, and then you got to play the very same teams that you are competing against for this Premier League title, and you're expecting to beat them. This is why dropping points now you can't do. This is why being 6 points behind against Manchester City. If we bottle it at the Etihad in January, it's officially over. 9 points, you ain't catching them. They're not losing 3. They're not going to. How do you expect them to lose 3? Are they even going to lose 2? They could, but doesn't look very, very likely. And that's the thing. You can't be giving away that responsibility. You got to keep that card with yourself. City are doing that. Liverpool are doing that. Chelsea are not. And right now, it's good as done. The title race is good as done. So let me know what you think in the comment section below in regards to today's game. What you thought of it. How do you see the title race? What's your expectation now? And just how you thought it all went. Do you agree with my points? Disagree? Let me know. I'd love to hear it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new video, which will more than likely be a video about the Premier League meeting, which is being done tomorrow to discuss pausing the Premier League, which I think will happen. So this could have been the last match review you're going to get for a little while. We'll see what happens anyway. I'll keep you guys posted tomorrow. But yeah, I will see all of you then. Thank you all so much. Don't forget to check out my second channel, my Twitch streams. I might be doing a Twitch stream later on, so keep your eyes peeled. But yeah, make sure you're following links in the description, and I'll see you then. Have a good one. See you in a bit. Take care, and peace.